Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lexus and this is Not Mom's Fitness, and today I'm going to be showing you what I ate throughout the week, so let's hop right into it. So I'm making a raspberry vanilla shake. I have a chunk of frozen raspberries, frozen banana, I'm adding some unsweetened almond milk, and a scoop of vanilla protein powder, and that is it. It is one of my favorite smoothies. It's so good. It tastes like a raspberry shake. You gotta give it a try. This is my favorite smoothie. I made some buffalo chickpea potato taquitos. It's very easy to make. I just sauteed some peppers and onions, added some sea salt, some black pepper, let it cook down. Once it was cooked down, I added a teaspoon of minced garlic. And I set it aside. Then I add the potatoes, some chopped Yukon Gold potatoes into a skillet. I added some garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. Added some water to the skillet and I let it cook down until the potatoes were tender. Then I added 1 can of chickpeas, rinsed and drained. And I just mashed it with the potato masher, but I left some texture, I didn't mash it all the way. Added the peppers and onions and 3/4 cups of red hot sauce, the buffalo sauce. And I added 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, which is optional, you don't have to. 4 ounces of dairy-free cream cheese, and 1 cup of vegan cheddar cheese. And that's me adding the rest of the hot sauce, 3/4 cup in total. And now I'm adding it onto some flour tortillas, and I'm just rolling them up. Once I'm done with that, I put them all in a sheet pan, and I spread some dairy-free butter over the top. And then I bake it at 425 for 15 minutes. These buffalo taquitos are the perfect snack for movie night or just a snack one in general, so please make these. I had some jackfruit carnitas with a cashew cream sauce. I love these tacos, they're absolutely delicious. So I sauteed some red pepper, green pepper, and yellow onion, and I added some sea salt and black pepper, and towards the end I added some minced garlic. I'm taking 2 cans of 20-ounce jackfruit in brine or water. And this meaty part right here is the part that you want to keep. You can cut the other part off. And I'm just adding my jackfruit into the pepper and onion mixture, and I'm adding a half cup of veggie broth. I'm using the Better Than Bouillan veggie broth. And I covered it and let it simmer for 10 minutes. While that was cooking, I prepared the spice mixture, which is 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, a half teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of cumin, a half teaspoon of sea salt, 2 tablespoons of oil, and a half teaspoon of smoked paprika. Next, I'm going to take a fork and press the jackfruit down so it can look like shredded meat. Once it's cooked down, it's going to be easier to break it apart with the fork. And now I'm adding the spice mixture. I'm just going to let it cook down for about 5 minutes. I'm also adding the juice of 1 whole lime and 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. Once that's done, I add it to a sheet pan, and I'm going to let it bake for about 15 to 20 minutes at 425 until it's browned. For the cashew cream sauce, I'm adding 3/4 cups of water, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, a pinch of cayenne pepper, half teaspoon of minced garlic, half teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and 1 cup of soaked cashews. Now I'm taking some white corn tortillas and I'm adding my jackfruit on top, along with my potatoes, cashew cream, and a little bit of sriracha. And I'm going to pan fry it on the skillet until it's nice and crispy. And that is it. I made some roasted vegetables. On one side I put Yukon Gold potatoes, and on the other side I put some orange carrots, purple, and some parsnips. And I seasoned the carrots with salt and pepper, and I seasoned the potatoes with salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a pinch of cayenne pepper. Then I drizzled some grapeseed oil over it, and I just baked it at 425 until they were tender, about 25 minutes. And I ate this with some leftover beans and rice and Brussels sprouts, and it was a nice, healthy, delicious meal. A really fun thing that I made was vegan cheese. I saw this really awesome recipe on Pinterest for smoked vegan cheese. I actually made this before and I really liked it, so I decided to make it again. And I used this tofurkey meat to make a sandwich with it. and it turned out delicious. So I'm going to put the recipe in the description box where it shows you all the measurements, being that it's just not my recipe. But I'm adding some coconut milk into a saucepan, some agar powder, which is vegan gelatin, some black salt, some sea salt, some apple cider vinegar, nutritional yeast, onion powder, some hickory liquid smoke, which is what I use for the jackfruit as well, some tapioca starch, and I just let that cook down until it was nice and gooey. I add it to a bowl and I just let it sit in the fridge for 2 hours, at least 2 hours. Cover it with some plastic wrap. And then when it's done, we have a nice wheel of cheese. This cheese is so good, as you can see I already ate some. And I'm just slicing them very thinly and I'm adding it onto my vegan deli meat. Then I'm going to put some dairy-free butter onto a skillet and crisp it up on both sides. I like to put a pot on top so the cheese can melt better. So I was looking for my favorite vegan cookies, the Simple Truth chocolate chips. I didn't see them, but I found these. It's called Sweet Lauren's, and it's gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, and this is the fudge brownie one. And I also have chocolate chip. I just decided that I would give it a try because I really wanted some cookies. It came out like this, so I just took my spatula, being that they were a little puffed up, and I pressed them down a little bit. And the cookies actually came out really good. I like them. My favorite one was the fudge brownie because it tastes exactly like a brownie, and I love brownies, so they were really good. And I would recommend these, especially if you have a gluten-free allergy. It's perfect. These were some of the things that I ate this week. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'd appreciate it if you like, commented, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.